Okay, good energy with Courtney Vandersloot. You can learn from her. You're paired back with Angel Reese. There's some good energy you can walk into in Chicago, right?
Oh, I love that energy. We're ready.
Thank you so much.
No, God!
Did you catch Hailey Van Lith's face when she got drafted by the Chicago Sky? That look, stunned, like a deer caught in life-altering headlights, said everything. She's heading straight into a reunion with Angel Reese, the very teammate. She seemed to intentionally distance herself from post-LSU, and if we're being honest, the numbers don't lie. At LSU, sharing the floor with Reese, Van Lith's scoring dipped to just 11 points per game, a steep drop from the 18 she averaged at TCU and nearly 20 at Louisville. Now, fate's brought them back together, and fans aren't holding back. She cut the drama out, and it came right back. Whether this duo can coexist or combust is the big question. One thing's for sure, this unexpected pairing could seriously throw off the trajectory of what was once a standout career.
Oh, so last night was the WNBA draft, and my goodness, the young lady out of TCU has been reunited with Angel Reese. Now, you may be like, well, what's the big deal there? Because she already got the hell away from her once. She escaped her once.
Did you see Hailey Van Lith's face when the Chicago Sky called her name? That wasn't just draft. Night jitters. That was pure, unfiltered horror. The cameras didn't miss a beat, capturing every agonizing second of what should have been a dream come true. But instead of joy, it looked like she was watching her entire future unravel right there on stage. A moment meant for celebration turned into a silent scream, and the whole world saw it.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Hailey Van Lith, Texas Christian University.
While other draftees were beaming, hugging family and soaking in the moment with million-dollar smiles, Hailey Van Lith looked like she'd just been blindsided. Her expression? Gut-punched. The reaction was so raw, so unmistakably real, that basketball Twitter lit up within seconds. Behind that strained, camera-ready smile, her eyes screamed the truth. How is this happening to me right now? It wasn't just a reaction. It was a moment that told its own story, louder than any post-draft interview ever could.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, the facial expression did look a little, I guess, uneasy.
What makes this moment so gripping is the sheer honesty of it. Draft night is usually a carefully choreographed performance. The flawless outfit, the gleaming smile, the tearful hugs. But Hailey Van Lith shattered that perfect picture in an instant. Her reaction wasn't staged, wasn't polished. It was raw, human, and painfully real, like a glass mask hitting the floor and exposing everything underneath. The moment Chicago called her name, you could almost see the mental equation flicker across her face. Chicago. Wait. That means... And then it hit. Hard. She was about to be reunited with Angel Reese, the very teammate she appeared to put in her rearview when she left LSU for TCU. 1 second of live TV told a whole story, one she probably never wanted written.
From fans in a minute, because everybody, her facial expressions, like you saw them coming in to the video, her facial expressions were like, the F just happened to me. What are we doing? I mean...
This moment hits different because of everything Hailey Van Lith went through to get here. Transferring schools in college basketball isn't some impulsive leap. It's a calculated, career-defining decision. It means uprooting your life, gambling on a new system, and chasing a clean slate. Van Lith made that leap, leaving LSU for TCU in a clear attempt to reset her path and reclaim her momentum. And just when it seemed like she was finally moving forward, the WNBA draft pulled her right back to where she started. One fan nailed the vibe. HVL is feeling sick. And honestly, who could blame her? For most players, draft night is the ultimate payoff, the celebration after years of sweat, sacrifice, and relentless grind. But for Van Lith, it felt more like what some fans on social media savagely described as a sentencing hearing. Harsh? Maybe. But watch the footage, and it's hard to argue they were wrong.
Yeah, You look at this face. Look at this face. God bless her. I mean, the pain and anguish. That's not, I'm about to lose it and I'm happy to be drafted and all. No, let's not even go down that road. I think we all know better.
You can pinpoint the exact second it hits her. She's going to Chicago. She's going to be teammates with Angel Reese. Again, the very dynamic she tried to escape, the tension she transferred away from, the chapter she thought was closed for good. And in that instant, every emotion, disbelief, dread, frustration flashes across Hailey Van Lith's face. It's a split second of raw, unscripted realization that may follow her well into her rookie season. Social media didn't miss a beat. Within minutes, the reaction was everywhere. Clips circulating like wildfire, fans dissecting every forced smile, every blink, every flicker of unease. Her reaction didn't just go viral, it became the story of the night. It overshadowed the top picks, the draft fashion, even the feel-good moments. That's how real it was. It cut through all the polished noise and rewrote the entire narrative of draft night.
It's over. HVL is feeling sick. I feel terrible for her. I do.
Those viral reaction videos, they only capture the surface. Because Hailey Van Lith's draft night panic might not have been just emotion. It may have been cold, hard data setting in. Once you line up her numbers with and without Angel Reese, her stunned reaction suddenly makes perfect statistical sense. Let's break it down, because in basketball, numbers never lie. At Louisville, Van Lith was the focal point. A fearless scorer averaging nearly 20 points per game, commanding defenses and leading the charge. But when she transferred to LSU and teamed up with Angel Reese, everything changed. Her scoring average nosedived to just 11.6 points per game. A steep, almost career-defining drop for a player once considered a primary offensive weapon. That kind of dip? In the WNBA, it could be the difference between starting and warming the bench. So Van Lith left LSU for TCU, and boom, the numbers bounced back. In her debut, she dropped 24 points. Her season average climbed back up to nearly 18 per game. It wasn't just a statistical comeback. It was proof she could thrive when the system was built around her, not against her. It was a turning point in performance and confidence. So when Chicago called her name on draft night, of course, she froze. Of course the panic hit. This wasn't just a reunion, it was a rewind. Back to the one chapter she fought so hard to close. And the numbers?
Her stats. Let me roll down here to the teams. Louisiana State, 11.6 points a game.
Then the evidence couldn't be more undeniable. When Hailey Van Lith plays without Angel Reese, she's a force to be reckoned with. An all-conference caliber talent, a dynamic scorer who can take over a game. But when she's alongside Reese, her performance doesn't just take a dip, it plummets. That kind of drastic drop? It's not something you see with elite players. High-level athletes usually maintain their numbers even when switching teams, systems, or roles. But what happened at LSU was far from the norm. It was a glaring red flag. Was it a system problem? A chemistry issue? Whatever the cause, the effect was clear. Van Lith couldn't find her rhythm with Angel Reese. Her role diminished. Her opportunities shrank. Her scoring output? Nearly non-existent. Let's not sugarcoat it. Her worst statistical season came while playing next to Reese, and it wasn't even close. Now picture yourself as Hailey Van Lith on draft night. You've worked tirelessly to escape that situation. You've rebuilt your game at TCU, reminded the world of who you truly are, the Louisville version of Van Lith, the scorer, the leader, the star. You've shown everyone that your struggles at LSU weren't about talent, they were about fit. And just as you're on the cusp of a fresh start in the WNBA, your name is called. Chicago. In that gut-wrenching moment, it hits you. You're being thrown back into the very same dynamic you fought so hard to leave behind. The statistical nightmare from LSU, it's about to play out again. This time, on the biggest stage in women's basketball. And in the WNBA, where a single season can define your career, that's not just unlucky, it's downright terrifying.
She leaves and goes straight to TCU, averages almost